San Pedro, California, Sean Zuvich. From Bayamon, Puerto Rico, Jonathan Lopez. And from Manhattan Beach, California, Kyle D'Souza.
That's the coach.
Springfield is coached by head coach Charlie Sullivan and assistant coach Theoklitos Karpidis. And now for the Baruch College Bearcats. From Huntington Beach, California, Stephen Roach. From Port Washington, New York, Stephen Lopez. From Cherry Hill, New Jersey, Jacob Rudin. From Old Bethpage, New York, Brendan Murphy. From Rochester, New York, Samuel Rabitou. And from Plainview, New York, Nicholas Gardino. Baruch is coached by head coach Kevin Edwards and assistant coach Erwin Ramirez.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Arc Arena here on the campus of Baruch College for the Baruch College men's volleyball opener against the number 1 ranked Pride of Springfield College, last year's national runner-up. Bearcats come into the schedule this season with an 0-3 record, suffering some tough losses in 4 sets in each one to Mount St. Vincent to start the season on January the 19th. Then they went out to Hunter for a tri-match uptown, a non-conference match, of course. And they lost to Hunter in 4, and then they lost to Marymount in 4. And tonight is their fourth game of the season, and their first game at home under new head coach Kevin Edwards. The Pride of Springfield College, one of the top programs, if not top program, in Division III. In his 19th season as head coach is Charlie Sullivan. Somebody who, well, let's just put it this way, has ever since they've gone to the Division III NCAA tournament, which was started about 4 or 5 years ago, he's had nothing but impressive numbers. 28 wins last year, and then before that, 25 wins, 27 wins, 32 wins, 33 wins. And, of course, during that time, Springfield has also collected a few national championships. So the Pride, of course, one of the top programs in Division III. They come in at 3-1. Their only loss was out to NAIA Hope International, which they lost in 5, but then they came back the following night, and they managed to win in 4. And since then, they also beat Riviere and Endicott. And they have yet to play at home. They will be starting their annual International Volleyball Hall of Fame Morgan Classic. And they'll have their home opener a week from today against Kane, and that's an 8 o'clock start. And here we go here. The Baruch College men's volleyball opener against number 1 Springfield. Nice save there by Kyriakos. And the first point will go to Springfield. Springfield made the 3.5-hour trip from Central Massachusetts. The Bearcats at Springfield have pretty much been playing home and home the last few years. And the Bearcats tie it up on the error. Springfield independent. They are not part of a conference yet, but they still play a very tough schedule. And there's another error, this time by the Bearcats. The NCAA tournament, of course, Division III, finally started about 4 or 5 years ago. Prior to that, it had been coordinated for most of the Division III teams with the Northeast Collegiate Volleyball Association, better known back then as NECVA. And that went on to become the major tournament for men's volleyball, Point Springfield, for many years. And then once there were enough Division III men's volleyball programs, I believe the number was 56 to 60, right around there, is when they had the first NCAA Division III men's volleyball tournament. Baruch College, by the way, was the first team to play the first ever match, because that year they had the play-in game, and they took on Elms College. They defeated Elms, and then they went on to Springfield, who was hosting that year, and they unfortunately lost to Springfield in 3 sets. But Baruch does have that distinction. Blocked by Springfield. And the Pride now are up to a 4-1 start. Last year, New Paltz won the national championship, defeating Springfield. Ricardo Padilla Ayala from Puerto Rico is going to serve. Nicholas Gaudino with the attack. Saved by Gaudino. And Lopez gets the kill. Nice play. Bearcats, of course, in the CUNY Athletic Conference. It's been pretty much most years a 2-horse race between Baruch and Hunter, although in all fairness, York has also, in a few years, made it to the championship game. And an attack error by Springfield, so the Bearcats now cut it to 4-3. The preseason poll for CUNYAC will come out next week, but most expect Hunter will be listed number 1. Luis Vega with the kill. The All-American made it look easy. 5-3. Kyle Jasuta will serve. Saved by Gaudino. And it's going to be point Baruch, 5-4. Springfield, before the NCAA tournament began, used to play in the EIVA. Local rival NYU was also. So they were a Division III program, but they were competing against the George Masons and, of course, the Penn State and the NJIT, and they held their own. And then, of course, once the NCAA tournament, Point Springfield, was finally developed, which, of course, brought a lot of excitement and more interest to Division III volleyball, they, of course, left the EIVA and came here to play regular, and they started off as an independent. And, of course, now with, they do not play in a conference with an AQ. They try to play as difficult as a non-conference schedule, so they do not play any of those D1 schools, which used to be pretty common about 5-6 years ago when there was only about 56 teams. It's Point Springfield, Luis Vega, 7-4. And Vega again. 8-4. They double up the Bearcats. Point Baruch on the service error. 8-5. Bearcats after this one will have a week off. They'll be on the road then next week, and on Saturday they'll go out to the Ramapo Tri-Match. It was initially supposed to be a 2-day tournament, and then it got changed to a quad. So the Bearcats will play Ramapo and LaSalle among the 2 of the 3 teams that weekend out in Mahwah, New Jersey. 9-5. And Vega hits the net, 9-6. Springfield, of course, we mentioned preseason number 1. New Paltz came in at number 2. New Paltz lost 5 starters. And point Baruch, another error. And head coach Charlie Sullivan saying a few words to the team. Bearcats benefiting from some of the errors by Springfield. So he gets the kill, and now he'll get the serve. Jonathan Rodriguez Lopez, a sophomore from Bayamon, Puerto Rico. Looking at the count here, and he has 6 to 7 players from Puerto Rico on this roster. And point Baruch. Bearcats within 2, keeping it close, 10-8. Nice dig out. But an attack error by Nicholas Gaudino. Gaudino, the sophomore from Plainview, New York. Bearcats, of course, coached in his first season by Kevin Edwards. He's been around CUNY a few times, was coached many years ago at City Tech, and was most recently doing some work at John Jay College. Nice save. (12-8) Springfield. Lopez. Bearcats get the point. Early on, Springfield hitting .308. Bearcats struggling at .071. Big hit, but doesn't get anything. And Gaudino tried to go down the line, but it was out. 13-9. Too long. Point Baruch. Ricardo Padilla Ayala sending that too long. And Samuel Ribadeau, the junior from Rochester, New York, will serve for the Bearcats. And he commits the error. Talking about Kevin Edwards, the new head coach of the Bearcats. A lot of the Baruch alumni that have played over the years knew about him. So a lot of people were happy to see him apply. He's been working hard with the Bearcats. Got to do a little bit of rebuilding. But the people at Baruch are happy to have him. Great attitude. Runs some very organized practices. And the kids seem to like him as well. Not the greatest start they would like. But again, Baruch has always traditionally had the reputation of playing always a very difficult out-of-conference schedule. And it's blocked. Sean Zuvich, senior from St. Pedro, California, gets the block. And Kevin Edwards is going to call a timeout as Springfield opens up their biggest lead of the game, 16-10. It's been a busy week in Baruch athletics. Monday night, the men's basketball team defeated non-conference Penn State Altoona. And then on Wednesday night, the basketball teams went back to conference play, taking on Staten Island. And unfortunately, Bearcats lost both games. And tomorrow, of course, as we continue our long basketball homestand, Bearcats tomorrow will take on CCNY. The men's game should be a good one. It features the second and third place teams in the CUNY Athletic Conference. Tom Green has managed to turn the program around at CCNY. John Alisi, of course, has the Bearcats in second place, has taken the Bearcats to back-to-back CUNY championships. So that'll be tomorrow, and again, that'll be here on YouTube. Baruch Athletic Fan is where you can find us. You can also find the links for live stats as well at baruchathletics.com. So here we go, back to play following a timeout. Springfield up 16-10. And the Bearcats get the point. That's one of the things they've been benefiting so far early in this game. There have been some service errors as well as some attack errors. And although the Bearcats are down by 5, they probably are a lot closer than Springfield would like. And quickly, Springfield comes back with the point to bring it back to a 6-point lead. Here's Springfield to serve. Ball hits the ceiling, but is still in play. And it gets blocked. Jonathan Rodriguez-Lopez got his hands on that one. Look at Springfield, of course. They've got a 6'7", a 6'6" player on their roster, 2 6'7s. Vega gets a little bit of a hand on that. And a little mistake there. Bearcats pick up the easy point, 18-12. Springfield now hitting .333. Bearcats are at .00. And Springfield connects again. Luis Vega will go to serve. He's a senior from Corozal, Puerto Rico. He's been playing pretty regularly in the starting lineup since I recall, since freshman year. And the Bearcats benefit from another service error, 19-13. And Ricardo Padilla Ayala knocks it out. Thought he got it inside the line. So the Bearcats pick up a point, 19-14. Jacob Marichal Rudin, nicknamed Ladybug, with the serve. Blocked. Good point by the Bearcats. Some excitement from the bench. (19-15). And point Springfield. And Charlie Sullivan's going to call a timeout. And he's going to tell his players, take a seat. He does look a little bit annoyed.
For the latest information on Baruch College athletics,
Granted, Springfield is leading, but a number of their mistakes have kept the Bearcats close. And you could just hear him ripping into his team right now. Springfield, as we mentioned, when they return to action, they'll actually be in action tomorrow. They'll be staying in the area. They'll be going out to to Polytechnic's old gym, where NYU will be hosting, and it'll be a tri-match with NYU, Mount St. Vincent's, and Springfield. Of course, New York University about 3-4 years ago bought out Polytechnic. Polytechnic, of course, had a men's volleyball program that would compete in the Skyline Conference, and they have since merged. And that's pretty much what gave NYU their baseball and softball teams. But all the other teams just kind of merged with what they have right now. And of course, NYU Sports Co Center is undergoing, it's been pretty much torn down. And they, of course, are building a facility, but in the meantime, NYU has been either playing at the old Polytech gym or up at Hunter College. Lopez with the hit. Nice save by Murphy. Here's Lopez again. And Springfield gets the point. And Charlie, he likes what he saw on that one. Charlie Sullivan coming out to the line, encouraging his guys. 21-15 here in the first set from the Arc Arena here in New York City. Samuel Ribideau made that difficult for Springfield. 21-16. Stephen Roach to serve, California native. Here's Ribideau. He's going to set up Brendan Murphy. And all of a sudden out of the back, Luis Vega. 22-16. Luis Garcia Rubio, another native from Bayamon, Puerto Rico, will serve. Lopez, nice play. Head coach Kevin Edwards liked what he saw in that one. 22-17. And Lopez will serve. Bearcats need some points here. Vega. Brendan sets up Roach. And the Bearcats get the point. Vega couldn't keep it in. And it's 22-18. Point Springfield, 23-18. Padilla Ayala now will take the serve. He's from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Correction on the score, it's 23-18. Here's Lopez. Godino gets the point. Big one. 23-19. So Ribideau will take a seat. And coming in to serve for the Bearcats, freshman from Plainview, New York, out on Long Island, Aaron Kim. And there's the error. So set point for the Pride. And Ribideau comes back into the game for Kim. And Kyriakos Semertazidis is now the libero. Set point. And serving will be number 12, Sergio Figueroa Velez from San Juan, Puerto Rico. And there's the error. Another one. 24-20. Kyle Hisuta comes back in. And he switched out for the libero. Eli Izari Paras. And it's point Springfield. A nice attempt there by Kyriakos. But Springfield is going to walk away with the first set here, 25-20. But if you're head coach Charlie Sullivan, you probably feel like it could have been more than 5 points. But the Bearcats took advantage of the mistakes, and they tried to keep it going as long as possible, but Springfield came away. We'll be back after a word from this commercial.
For the love of the game, but for those of us who are Division III student athletes, it's more than that, a lot more.
Sure, the game is important, but as we work so hard to build both mind and body, it's more about team.
That is why NCAA Division III teamed up with Special Olympics, and in giving the gift of sport to those for whom it seemed an impossible dream, we are working to make this a better world.
Help us keep that dream alive.
You can make a difference. For the love of the game.
Finest moments on and off the court.
Back here to start the second set, the Pride of Springfield up 1-0. It's kind of interesting. Before the start of the match, head coach Charlie Sullivan was talking to one of the match officials, Phil Wagenblast, who, of course, if you know New York Volleyball, has been a referee for many, many years. Comes in from New Jersey to work tonight. And he told Charlie Sullivan, hey, you guys are number one. And Charlie Sullivan said, yeah, I don't know why. Season's young, a lot of things to prove. But, of course, with Springfield's track record, it's no surprise. Phil Wagenblast, of course, is going to be retiring after this season. He will still be involved with refereeing women's volleyball match in the fall. But after the fall, he'll be retiring just for the winters to Hawaii. Lucky him. But of course, we want to thank him for all he's done all these years, being a referee in the New York area for men's volleyball. He has seen quite a number of players over the years. So here we go, start of the second set. And Kyle Jasuta, a sophomore from Manhattan Beach, California, will serve. Murphy to Roach. And couldn't quite get it over. And it's a quick point for the Pride. Lopez to Murphy. Here's Roach again. Gets it blocked. Lopez. And Springfield, but it goes out. So point Baruch. Stephen Roach. He's a junior from Huntington Beach, California, in his second season with the Bearcats. And Gaudino. Nicholas Gaudino. And the Bearcats have the 2-1 lead. First time all evening that they've managed to lead. Just gets it over. And the lefty. Trevor Matson from Redlands, California. Balboa Bay High School. Gets the point. Tucker Evans, the serve. 6-foot junior from Midlothian, Virginia. Too long, error. 2-2. Sent over, comes the Bearcats, and it's blocked, and they get the easy point. 3-3. Springfield is now hitting .312. The Bearcats were in negative territory quite a while, and now they're at 121. Bearcats still have more attack attempts, 33-32. But Springfield has more kills, 15-11 thus far in the match. Here's Gaudino, but too far, too strong. So Springfield regains the lead, 4-3. Here's Murphy, Gaudino, nothing going. Back to Roach, Vega. Murphy to Semer Terzides. Here's Roach again. And again, the big guys get their hand on it. And they're going to call it point Baruch as the referee gives them the explanation. So 4-4. The big guy, Samuel Ripido, will now serve. Not much argument on that play by the Springfield bench. And there's the easy point. Jonathan Rodriguez Lopez, the big guy, 6'6". And he'll serve. Get some instructions from head coach Charlie Sullivan. Here's Roach. And they're going to pick up the point. 5-5. So a key point by Stephen Roach. Individually, Luis Vega has 5 kills, and Zuvic has 4. Point Springfield regained the lead, 6-5. For the Bearcats, Lopez has 4. He's hitting .500. Stephen Roach has 3. And Brendan Murphy early on has 10 assists. Gaudino. And a little tip there by Vega. Here's Roach again, tries to find the corner, but he goes out. He's trying to sneak that one in there. So Springfield now up 7-5. Here's Roach. Managed to keep it in play. Hits it over. Nice play by Murphy. And it was a big hit by Padilla Ayala. Not much the Baruch could do on that one. 8-5. Very quiet these days at Baruch as we are in intersession. Classes start on Monday. So last weekend for a lot of students to enjoy themselves. And hit out by Ladybug. 9-5. As we're here in the second set, Springfield won the first one. Luis Garcia Rubio will serve. Here's Gaudino. And there's the lefty, Trevor Matson. And head coach Kevin Edwards, sensing the momentum changing, is going to call a quick timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, the athletic department is proud to announce that we have begun streaming athletic events live. You'll never have to miss it.
Looking early on at the statistics again. For Springfield, Vega with 5, Zuvich with 4. 17 assists already for Garcia Rubio. And in terms of digs, Vega and Padilla Ayala each have 3. For the Bearcats, Lopez and Roach now have 4 each. Brendan Murphy has 12 assists. And that's pretty much it to say early on. Springfield now hitting .350. And the Bearcats continue to struggle only at .043. Springfield also has 3 blocks compared to Baruch's 1. And they have 19 kills compared to Baruch's 13. So here comes Springfield to serve Garcia Rubio. Gaudino to Roach. Gets the kill. Bearcats needed that one. 10-6. Here comes Gaudino. And Kyle Jazuta from Manhattan Beach, California with the point to respond to the Bearcats, 11-6. And Bearcats get the point, 11-7. Here comes Ladybug. Matson gets nowhere. Murphy to Roach. And the Bearcats get the point. Stephen Roach. Roach is a solid hitter. Last year in a 5-setter against Hunter, he had 35 kills. 11-8, Springfield. Bearcats have managed to cut it to 3 points. They've been playing tag, catch-up all night with Springfield, but they haven't let Springfield build up any big leads. And that time, Bearcats can't do it. And Springfield will pick up their 12th point. Lopez will come back into the game. The Bearcats need his hitting. And Nathaniel Chin will take a seat. Lopez, first freshman from Port Washington, New York, out on Long Island. It's Gaudino to Murphy. Here's Roach. And point Baruch. You'd expect the Bearcats are going to start riding Roach. He's been very effective tonight. 12-9, and he's going to serve. Vega. Yep, Vega. Tucker Evans will now serve. 13-9. There's Gaudino. Nice play. Nice play by Murphy. Snuck it in there. Caught Springfield off guard. And head coach Charlie Sullivan looking at his players like they can do better than that. But the Bearcats haven't done that all game. They haven't really been in a position with the way Springfield's been hitting. But that time Murphy was smart and got the job done. Here's Lopez. And finds the open space. 14-10. Here's Vega to serve. Bearcats managed to keep it in. That's Lopez. Blocked. Nice play. Samuel Ribido and Nicholas Gaudino. Jonathan Rodriguez-Lopez got it that time. And the Bearcats, 14-11, they're still hanging in there. Here's Ribido. And Springfield comes right back, 15-11. Welcome everybody here to the Arc Arena. Friday night volleyball. This is the Baruch College men's volleyball home opener against number 1 preseason ranked Springfield College. Comes Murphy to Roach. Springfield. Semmer Terzides to Murphy. Here comes Gaudino. He gets it blocked. And Murphy tried to put it over. No way. And here's Roach again. Here's a good rally. There's Murphy to Lopez, but hits the net. Everything was working there, but just couldn't get it over the net. 16-11, big point for Springfield. And now the big guy, Jonathan Rodriguez-Lopez, will serve. Lopez, Gaudino. Point Baruch. And Charlie Sullivan not arguing, but he was asking Phil Wagenblast, the official, what number? Who did that? So another error. And the Bearcats get another point, 16-12. And there's a sneaky one there. Luis Garcia Rubio. 17-12. Kevin Edwards trying to teach his team how to avoid that next time. And Garcia Rubio will serve. Point Baruch, 17-13. Everyone having a good laugh with him using his foot. But when you're winning the game, you could do those things. Murphy keeps it in. It's Gaudino. Gaudino! Into the net, though. 18-13. It's a tough point to lose there. And Kevin Edwards now off the bench, really trying to encourage the Bearcats before this one gets away in the second set. Murphy, Lopez. Let's send it over. Murphy to Roach. And too strong, long. 19-13. So things starting to get away here from the Bearcats. Springfield also limiting their errors. And here's Padilla Ayala. And there's an error. Service error, 19-14. Springfield now hitting .340. Bearcats .097. And that's Vega. 20-14. Sergio Figueroa Velez now is going to come in to serve. Kyle Jasuta will take a seat. Godino to Murphy. Rabideau. Blocked. Rabideau and Lopez. 20-15. Roach will serve. Here's Roach. And Padilla Ayala. 21-15. And it's out. 21-16. This is the first of two meetings for the Bearcats in Springfield. Bearcats will be up in Springfield, Massachusetts on Friday, March the 24th. Teams have been playing 2 games a year for the last 3 or 4 years. First time that these two teams played was on a Saturday night. The Bearcats that morning played a CUNYAC multi-match at CCNY, and then they came at night here to play a third match in the day, believe it or not, against Springfield and Point Springfield. Bearcats got up to a 2-set lead. That was the great Springfield team with Falcone. And then all of a sudden, Springfield came back to win it 3-2.
Battle of Lexington will take place on Thursday, February 2nd, CUNYAC home doubleheader against the Bulldogs of Brooklyn College.
Your latest numbers,
Followed by the men's game at 8 p.m.
Springfield hitting .328. Bearcats still in that 0.95 range.
At halftime of the men's game.
Vega's leading the way with 7 kills, hitting .636. Rodriguez is next with 6 kills. He's hitting .333. Garcia Rubio has 24 assists here toward the end of the second set. And not really much else to say as far as the Bearcats go. Stephen Roach has 8 kills. He's also got 4 digs. And Lopez and Godino have 4 kills each. Murphy has 18 assists and 6 digs. And Samuel Ribido has 3 block solos here in the second set. 23-16. Luis Vega will serve. And point Baruch, 23-17. Samuel Ribido will serve. And Jonathan Rodriguez Lopez, point 24, set point. Springfield on the verge of going up 2-0. Summer Terzides to Murphy, Gaudino, but it's in the net. And that'll end the second set. Springfield takes it 25-17, and they are up 2-0. We'll be back after this minor break.
3 students.
Sorry about that little difficulty.
For the love of the
And
game.
we'll pause for a break.
But for those of us who are Division III student athletes, it's more than that, a lot more.
Sure, the game is important, but as we work so hard to build both mind and body, it's more about team.
That is why NCAA Division III teamed up with Special Olympics. And in giving the gift of sport to those for whom it seemed an impossible dream, we are working to make this a better world.
Help us keep that dream alive.
You can make a difference. For the love of the game.
It starts right when you hit the court. You imagine your finest moment. The game-winning shot that gets you to the dance. A monster dunk or no-look pass, and cutting down the net. Sports lets us dream of our own success and prepare us for our finest moments on and off the court.
Back here to start the third set. I want to remind everyone, the 15th annual Battle of Lexington, Baruch's marquee basketball event. This year's opponent will be Brooklyn College, and they'll be this next Thursday, February the 2nd. Free food, free t-shirts, and of course the ultimate fan contest. If you've ever been to the Battle of Lex, it's a Mardi Gras environment where many of the student body come dressed in costumes. And it's been one of the really big events on campus, with a lot of alumni even coming back. And not a seat in the house. And that'll be, again, the 15th annual Battle of Lexington, this upcoming Thursday, February the 2nd. So back to action here. Springfield up 2-0. Springfield having the better play all evening. They're now hitting .339. They've had 26 assists total. No aces so far. Neither team, looking at the stat sheet here, has ace. But they've had plenty of errors. Springfield has 9 service errors. I'm sure Charlie Sullivan's going to address that. Baruch has 5 service errors. And point Springfield. Third set, Springfield up 2-0. Roach with the kill. 1-1. So Lopez will serve for the Bearcats. Vega. 2-1. Not much the Bearcats can do on that one. Garcia Rubio will serve. Godino. Here's Roach again. And it's blocked. Irizarry Feliciano and Padilla Ayala were at the net for that one. So Rubio will get a chance to serve again. Ribideau, but they managed to keep it alive. Here's Lopez, but into the net. There were 3 Springfield players behind that net waiting for that ball. So Rubio will serve again. Murphy try to sneak another one. Zuvic. And Vega was trying to come. And at the last second, just kind of like tipped it in, but it worked. 5-1. And Kevin Edwards jumps off the bench again. Trying to coach his kids. They need some points. And point Springfield, 6-1. Lopez keeps it in. Godino. Godino again. And try to trick it over. But Irizarry Feliciano was there and just quickly kept it back, knocked it in. Bearcats after this one again will turn to action February the 4th for a quad at Ramapo. Ramapo, LaSalle, and Stephen University are the teams. Big point again by Springfield. And Kevin Edwards going to call a timeout. Bearcats will then play against NYU. That'll be out at Polytech's old gym in Brooklyn. And that'll be Thursday, February the 9th, 7 o'clock start. And then the next home game for the Bearcats here in the Arc Arena will be on Tuesday, February the 14th versus St. Joseph's College of Brooklyn, the first time these two teams have met in regular season play. And that's a 7 o'clock start. We'll have YouTube video and live stats as well. After that game on the 15th, the Bearcats will travel up to the national champions New Paltz. Bearcats and New Paltz have been playing for as long as I can remember, the last 15 years. And then there'll be the multi-match here. Baruch used to, or CUNYAC used to do the whole thing where one gym would accommodate a whole bunch of games. Over the years, Baruch, Hunter, CCNY, even Lehman would host. And this past year, they changed the format to tri-matches. So instead of going to one gym and 8 teams playing 2 matches there with games all day long, they just broke it up into a bunch of tri-matches for pool play, enabling teams to get more home matches. And the Bearcats on President's Day, February the 20th at 10 a.m., they'll take on John Jay, semifinalists last year in CUNY. And then at 2 o'clock, they'll take on the Lightning of Lehman College on February the 20th. And then afterwards, the Bearcats will play at Stevens on February the 25th. Here's Gaudino. Again blocked, met at the net. Sends it over. There's Ari Feliciano with the hit. And Feliciano gets the point, 9-1. This is the best stretch of points for Springfield all game. Came out with a lot of errors in the first set. Bearcats took advantage to keep it as close as possible. But Springfield was able to walk away with the first set win. And Ribido gets blocked. Point Springfield, it's now 10-1. And the Bearcats finally get a chance to serve. And they got a lot of work to do to try to catch up. And there's Feliciano again. 32 kills for Springfield, 23 for the Bearcats. Springfield has 28 digs, Bearcats 26. Springfield now hitting .358. And Springfield finally got the one ace of the game that has been so far. Only one ace between the 2 teams this game. And nice play by Ladybug. 11-3. So here comes Murphy to serve. And the big guy with another point. Son Zuvic, senior from San Pedro, California. And Irizarry Feliciano now is going to serve. 12-3. Ladybug. And point Baruch, 12-4. The Bearcats now managed to run off 3 straight points. Gaudino. And Rodriguez Lopez with the point. Number 14, Son Zuvic is going to take a seat. Tucker Evans is going to come in, and he'll serve. 13-4. Here's Lopez, blocked. And that time, Gaudino just didn't have the hands correct. So now, head coach Charlie Sullivan will start to bring in some new faces, give some guys more playing time. Mike Neary, a sophomore from Ventura, California, comes into the game. He's a 6'6" sophomore from Bones High School. Tucker Evans will serve. And Lopez hits it into the net. 15-4. We're here in the third set. Springfield up 2-0, and they're up 15-4 here in the third set. And there's your second ace of the game. 16-4. Lopez is going to take a seat. Nathaniel Chin will come in. Chin is a sophomore from Flushing, New York, attended Bronx Science. And Luis Vega. Bearcats managed to get the ball in, but it was just too close to the net, and Vega was just waiting for it. Chin. Here's Roach. And Vega and Nirazari Perez were both at the net, but the ball goes out. So 17-5. And here comes some more new faces. Number 6, Andrew Tosaros. Number 12, Sergio Figueroa Velez. And number 3, Billy De La Espriella from Northridge, California. And also into the game, number 8, Johan Musa Robles. Bearcats also make a few changes of their own into the game. Number 15, Ryan Pop, a freshman from Long Island, Northport. And Billy De La Espriella, outside hitter, gets the kill, 18-5, and he'll serve. Here's Roach. It's in. Charlie Sullivan impressed with that, shaking his head like, nice. So 18-6. Bearcats 0-3, but all 3 losses coming in 4 sets. And in all those games, the 4th set went the distance. So here comes another sub. Sean Ermey, a local from Rush, New York. Pace High School. Senior now in the game. So the starters, that's it for them tonight. They'll get ready for the tri-match tomorrow with NYU. Here's Kim. Pop. Godino's going to send it over. Godino. And Figueroa Velez gets the point. 19-6. Springfield 6 points away from the sweep. And there's the third ace of the game. 20-6. Error. Point Baruch, 20-8. Another quick reminder, Battle of Lexington next Thursday, February the 2nd, Bearcats versus Brooklyn. It's the biggest game of the season. It's always sold out. Hope to see many Bearcats fans next week. Here's Nathaniel Chin. He's going to serve for the first time tonight. And getting the kill will be Evan Renton. Evan's a transfer from the University of Buffalo. Played club volleyball there. Didn't make the team last year. And is on the team this year. And right off the bat, his first attack tonight, he gets the kill. Nice block by Pop. Good effort there. The point Springfield. 21. And point Baruch. Can we check the score? Is it 21-9? Point Baruch. Daniil Broshton, a freshman from Staten Island. And the Bearcats 21-10. Bearcats trying not to go quietly this game. And too far. 22-10. Looking at the Bearcats the rest of the season. In March, they'll be hosting Staten Island. They go away to St. Joseph's. And then Madai will come here for a Friday night game on March the 10th. Next day, the Bearcats will have a we'll have the tri-match, Cuniac. They'll be at York for Mega and York. And then coming into the Arc Arena this year will be Kane. And point Springfield, point 23. Bearcats senior night this year will be against Southern Virginia University on Friday, April the 7th. And that's a 5 o'clock start. Springfield now hitting .370. They have 40 kills compared to the Bearcats' 27. Vega is leading with 10 kills, but he's done for the night, so he's going to finish with 10. Here's Ladybug to Evan Renton. Managed to save it in. Renton again. Daniil over to Springfield. Nice save by Murphy. Ladybug. And Springfield gets the point. Match point, 24-11. Just about the entire bench, looking at the stats, has gotten into the game tonight. Rodriguez, 8 kills. 33 assists for Garcia Rubio. And that'll wrap it up. So Springfield College, ranked number 1 in the current AVCA poll, comes into the Arc Arena and hands the Bearcats a 3-0 loss. Springfield will go to 4-1. Bearcats drop to 0-4. Bearcats will hit the road. They'll be off the next week, but they'll hit the road the following weekend for the quad ad Ramapo. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us here on Baruch Athletics YouTube, Baruch Athletic Fan. For more information on Baruch Athletics, please follow us at baruchathletics.com. Also on Baruch Athletics, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and yes, Snapchat. Have a good evening, everybody.